Well, hello there, and welcome back to another Clash Royale video. It's been a very long time since I recorded, and yeah, I've just been really busy. I'm actually busy right now, but because I think I have a little free time, I'm gonna record, and because I kind of really want to at this moment. And yeah, just a lot going on in my life. I actually haven't even like uploaded. I think I'm on episode like 40 right now of uploading. And like this, when I'm recording this is like 50 something or something. But yeah, I have like over 10 videos to upload, which is like a few months of backlog. Um, yeah, and no one's gonna watch them anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, what happened today was the Night Witch challenge. It was a draft challenge, like the Bandit, like the Bandit challenge. And yeah, I got 3 wins, 3 losses. Honestly, the challenge was kind of hard. I did really well on my bandit challenge, so I thought I would do good on this challenge. That was not the case, obviously. Yeah, the prizes, if I can show you. Okay, well, I'll just show you the screen. It was my first attempt, my free attempt. I got 3 wins, 3 losses. Guess I'll just open this. Getting a decent amount of gold. And an epic, I'm not gonna complain. That's a free chest. But yeah, here were the prizes. Um, 4 wins, of course, 8,000. 6 wins, you get a magical chest. 9 wins, you get a bunch of gold, which is pretty good. And then, of course, the 12 wins, you get epic. And yeah, half challenge. I didn't get the Night Witch. You know what? It's okay. I mean, I got the Bandit and stuff. But yeah, I'll show you the replays, I guess. And maybe before that, I also want to update on cards. Card update. As you can see, I spent a lot of gold. Like, I spent a lot of gold upgrading. Um, Yeah, I use this deck. You know your life's at a low when you play Lava Hound and Mortar in the same deck. That's what I am right now. My Clash Royale experience is at all time low right now. As you see, I upgraded my Knight to level 11, Mortar to level 11. You know, small upgrades like the Skeleton Army as well. And not only that, but if you can notice, I have one card. I'm tapping the cards right now on the bottom and it's popping up. I have one new card. That obviously means I got a new legendary. And what is it, you may ask? The suspense is real. It is the Ice Wizard. Okay, yeah, I got the Ice Wizard. Right now, I would consider it one of the worst legendaries. It just gets overshadowed by the Electro Wizard. The Electro Wizard is so good. And really, the Ice Wizard doesn't do enough damage. It's crap in offense. It's just not a really good legendary right now. Yeah, it's not that good. I mean, maybe I'll make a deck with it, but it's like in a deck, you want all your cards to have a good purpose. For example, Goblin Gang is really good at defense, as it can maybe defend against a Goblin Barrel, do good against Hog Rider, can lure out a Log, does a pretty decent job against giants, Roy Johnson stuff, but it also does really good tower damage, as you can pair with a balloon, you can do Hog Rider and push it. And even though it gets killed by Log, again, it's a really good Log baiter. And it's just like all out a good card. It does a lot of damage if ignored too. That's an example of a good card. Ice Wizard. It does no damage to your opponent's tower, and it does no damage to your opponent's troops in the first place. And so that's kind of my review on the Ice Wizard, which I really shouldn't have given. I should have given it when I showed replays. But it also got, as you see, a level 2 Bandit. Yeah, I got a Bandit out of the Crown Chest. Actually, the Crown Chest I opened this Monday. As I'm recording this is Friday, of course. That's when challenges come out. The Friday of a week of Clan Chess. I got this in the Team Clan Chess, where you do team battles. And I got a level 2 Bandit. Or I got one Bandit, which makes my Bandit level 2, because I got one from the free challenge. So I guess that's pretty exciting. I got 2 legendaries out of a clan chest, the clan battle chest to be more specific, and I got this out of a free chest, one of these. But also, the Electro Wizard in the shop Yes, I'm going to buy the Electro Wizard as well. It is the best legendary, and I wish I bought the Electro Wizard sooner so I can use it in the Crown Championship World Series, Global World Series, or whatever. Um, I have a really good Electro Wizard and Miner deck, but sadly I did not buy them in time, and they did not appear in my shop at that time, and so I wasn't able to make that deck. But it's an extremely good deck. I honestly think I could have gone very far with that deck as I've been using it in my other account. As I do have an Electro Wizard. I have a level 2 Electro Wizard and a level 2 Miner in that account, surprisingly. But yeah, too bad I don't have these two legendaries. I could have really used them and got far. But anyways, there's no point of complaining over spilled milk, whatever that's supposed to mean. Yeah, let's get an Electro Wizard. I'm probably gonna use this Electro Wizard in challenges. But it's honestly just a good card to have. If I get another one, boom, that's level 2. Right, I'm not gonna complain. And yeah, I might even use it in my deck right now. That's crazy. I have 10 legendaries. I'm only missing the Miner and the Sparky. And I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. If I see Miner in shop, I will buy it. Just because I want to make that deck so bad, and it's so good. And I am actually wanting to use the Miner in like Lava Hound deck. Sparky I don't really care about. And Night Witch. Let's talk about that Night Witch. No, I should kind of claim this, right? Alright, yay! XP! That's a lot of XP, is that? I'm close to level 11. Maybe by next video, or a few videos down the line, I will be level 11, which would be a huge improvement. But anyways, Night Witch Challenge. I'm gonna play with this mortar deck. Maybe I can show you replay of this, which I honestly should have been. Again, I should be showing you replay, but I'll go quick. Maybe a little story about me. Yeah, I've been getting a lot of legendaries. I really think that this game has been. They've been really generous with the legendaries, I feel. Ever since the update with the legendary chest, I have been getting so many legendaries. As at that time, I got like a free log, I got a lava hound. I bought a legendary chest, and I bought another lava hound, and there's just so much stuff that I got at that time. And now I've gotten even more stuff, and it's crazy to think how far I've come. And to think that I only had a few legendaries to begin with. And in the beginning, after I got to like 2,300, I was thinking there was no way I'm probably never gonna get a legendary in my account. I'm that unlucky. But luckily, I was not that unlucky, and right now I'm rolling in legendaries, which is pretty good. And as you can see, this Lava Hound Mortar deck has been really weird. This person is playing a bad deck, I have to admit. But whatever, right? I actually really like this deck. It's kind of expensive though, so if I'd have to kind of change it, in that sense, as it's too expensive. But it's not bad. Pretty interesting. But yeah, that's this. And I guess to show you the Night Witch challenge. So the Night Witch is of course the new legendary, and it's insanely good if your opponent uses it. But if you use it, then it's absolutely terrible. My first game I lost. I don't know what game I'm gonna show you. Hopefully I can show all of them. But the thing that I don't like about this challenge, these games are so one-sided. What I mean by that is that one player obviously has the huge advantage over the other player simply because of the cards they choose. You can't really control what card you choose because your opponent picks 4 of them, you pick 4 of them. And sometimes even though you pick the good cards and you give your opponent the bad cards, like you give them Clone and you take for yourself Hog Rider, that doesn't necessarily mean that you're gonna win. If your opponent just has a good counter to Hog Rider and can absolutely wreck you with a Clone, then yeah, that's bad. But anyways, let's talk about the Witch. As you see, when it's summoned, the Night Witch at least, it summons bats. Bats is a new type of mob, a troop in this game. It's flying skeletons. It's basically flying skeletons. It's literally the same thing as a skeleton except flying. Like the melee attack, the damage, the speed, it is a skeleton. And Night Witch itself is a melee attacker. And so I'm going with this push, as you see here. and my opponent's counter, the Valkyrie. Um, the Valkyrie literally kills everything in my deck. I literally couldn't do anything against the Valkyrie. And you can blame, it is really obvious to see that my opponent, because they had that one card, um, they had the advantage over me. Cards that I could have chose to counter the Valkyrie, I guess choosing the Night Witch for myself, or perhaps choosing the Fire Spirits. But even at that point, the Valkyrie is still gonna wreck my opponent. Still gonna wreck me, and so that's when I knew, I was gonna lose. And I feel like that's really one-sided. Really, what this game should be, is that even if you chose bad cards and your opponent chose all the good cards, I think that for a perfect challenge, either player can win. It's just based on skill. But because of this, one weakness of the draft challenge that is blatantly obvious in this point of the game, or at least the first time I'm realizing it right now, is sometimes you can't control it. And yeah, I really honestly never had this experience before, but now I have, and now I understand. So if I beat some people, maybe it's not because I have skill, but because of luck. And as you see, this game is absolutely one-sided. Like, I couldn't do anything. Like, that Valkyrie killed a whole push. And this Night Witch, by the way, melee attacker does so much damage. Look at those bats doing so much damage. Reason why is that they're so evasive. And when the Night Witch dies, it explodes into 4 bats. Like a lava hound, kind of. So as you see, the Night Witch has so much things going for it. It does really good damage. It summons bats that distract. These bats are insanely good, as they're good distractors. They're evasive, and they do pretty good damage. And the Night Witch summons them really fast. I think 1.5 seconds faster than the normal Witch, and so you're gonna get a lot of bats accumulation. And look at it against the Musketeer. Okay, well, the Musketeer kills it, but like, look at that! The bats are summoned, and my Musketeer's almost dead. Even though the Night Witch was on my side, my Musketeer's almost dead, and that's crazy. The Night Witch is so good, and when it explodes, it summons 4 bats. That's crazy. I think the Night Witch is so overpowered right now. Like, obviously I don't have a good counter to it. I guess the Musketeer did a decent job, but honestly what I should have had was like, guards. I think guards are a really good card. I don't think out of the 6 games I played, no one had guards, which I think guards would be an excellent counter to the Night Witch here. Guess Wizard did a pretty good job, but these bats, those bats are just so evil. I don't know. Look at this. See, like what? This person used Valkyrie Dart Goblin to kill 3 Musketeers, and they didn't even need to freeze. They had freeze. They didn't even need to freeze. You see how one-sided this is? So at this point, I'm just kind of, it's over, right? And I had barely gotten any damage on, and as you see, this game was absolutely one-sided. But yeah, the Night Witch is so good. It's insanely good. The bats that it summons is definitely, in my opinion, the best part of it. As the bats that it summons is so good at distracting, and it does so much damage, and it's like a mini lava hound. And of course, if your opponent has a tank, for example, a miner or a hog rider, and it dies, the Night Witch dies, it gets those bats, and those bats are targeted by the tower if the tower is targeted on a miner or a hog rider. And so that stacks up on a lot of damage, and it's just, the Night Witch is so good. Alright, again, I'm not gonna go through like all my card choices, because at this point, I didn't really know what I was trying to do. Of course, mine has a win condition, log, don't know why, and then of course executioner for another win condition. And I think this game, my opponent, actually, I don't know if this game was even, or I actually crushed my opponent here. But as you can see, as you start to notice, some of these games are not one-sided at all. My opponent had no good win condition. Yes, I had Mortar, but I had Ice Wizard, and I had Executioner. So yeah. Look at that bats! Those bats actually killed my Executioner when it should have survived. That's what I felt, at least. and I have that, and like they have mortar, but I have inferno tower. Like, it's pretty obvious that was a bad tombstone. It was pretty obvious that I had a huge counter toward it. And does this person, again, this is so one-sided. I got the miner because I was lucky enough to choose it, but they don't have anything. Like, they don't have anything to support their pushes. And as you see, they haven't gotten a single piece of damage in. And like, these games are so one-sided. I don't know how they can fix this. Like, it's blatantly obvious at this point, but it wasn't as obvious long ago. Well, when I mean long ago, it wasn't obvious during the last challenge, for example. And like my opponent still hasn't gotten a piece of damage in yet. And I'm doing a really good job at defending here. And yeah, it's pretty much over. As you can see, it's crazy. And I'm just stacking up a huge push because they don't really have a way to deal with it. And I was able to beat this guy without taking any damage. Kind of showing you the one-sidedness of this game. And I'm going to show you these people's trophies too. The guy who beat me, 4,000 trophies, that's not bad. And then the guy who I beat, they didn't deal a piece of damage. They had even more trophies than that last guy. So obviously, they should be more skilled. And I think this person was more skilled. They just had an unlucky hand, as you saw. Going down the list, here's another one-sided game, I believe. I'm going to go quick on this one too. But like these games are so one-sided, it's kind of bad. And I'm going to go twice speed. Of course, this time, I chose the Night Witch. Because Night Witch is so good. And I had opportunity to pick it. Actually, I think this game I actually did pretty... I think it was more even than those last few games. Actually, there's a decent lightning here, but... Oh, this person missed their poison. That too, I forgot about that. Lumberjack. That Lumberjack's gonna get damaged. Nope, it's not gonna get damaged. The Night Witch is still alive, and I'm gonna Hog Rider and I'm gonna zap. Like, Night Witch is so good. Let's watch this Night Witch. Are you see? The Night Witch got 2 hits off. That's crazy. The Night Witch is so good right now. And look at this Prince. Look at how hard I countered it. Boom. It's done. It's done. And I still have my Electro Wizard. And look, Hog Rider. Okay, that's the tower right there. And it's like, okay. I don't like how one-sided, again. Like, I obviously have the advantage here. And look, I didn't even need to counter the Musketeer. My tower wasn't even targeting it. And the Night Witch killed it. Like, that's crazy. That was an ad by Aspire. And I have nothing for this Prince. But really, I don't care. And look at how fast that Night Witch killed that Prince. And it's like, this Night Witch is so good. That was a weird lightning. But, like, it's, it's just... I think the Night Witch is super overpowered. It's weird, though. I don't know how to combo with it. I mean, obviously, a good combo with it would be, like, Miner or Lava Hound. Or other stuff, but like that was a pretty one-sided game too. I was able to completely wreck my opponent. And then the next game, oh my goodness, again I had a win condition. Oh, I got balloon. I'm good. I'm getting 3 Musketeers. I'll jump Tornado because Tornado's cool. I didn't want my opponent having Tornado, basically. And look, I have a win condition. I have 2 actually. The 3 Musketeers are a pretty decent one. Hopefully they don't have poison or fireball. And I also had Tornado. And I had Mirror, so I can mirror my 30 Musketeers or mirror my Tornado. Or mirror my Balloon. It was even better. And what was their win condition? Nothing. Like, what? Lumberjack? Like, that's so bad. I feel like that was so one-sided right there. They have no win condition. I think it should always guarantee, like, a only tower targeting card. I think they treat the Lumberjack as a win condition, even though the Lumberjack is garbage. At winning, I mean, it's gotten a lot better because of the update, but still. And that Night Witch, look at how much damage it did. It was by itself, and it was able to deal that much damage. That's crazy. But anyways, as you see here, I'm just having a pretty easy time with my opponent here, and they have no counter to the Balloon. I think the best counter was the Night Witch, but they really didn't take advantage of that. And look at those bats, they still did a lot of damage. The bats did do a lot of damage. I don't understand why the bats are so good. Like, did they really let this Night Witch go through? Like, it's so good. But yeah, I was super close to kill my opponent. My opponent just let me have it. I appreciate that, but you know, of course, I didn't have enough. And I mirrored my witches like that's crazy. And yeah, because I knew they didn't have anything for it. But yeah, next match, the same thing, super one-sided as you see here. All I need to say is they had the Valkyrie.